JJK Chapter 264 is here, and man, this chapter is on fire. From the spoilers alone, this has got to be one of the most anticipated chapter of the JJK fans. From surviving Yuta's near point-blank hollow purple that could have only been saved by the plot armor, Sukuna is again on edge of defeat, as Angel unleashes her maximum Jacob's ladder, right on top of Sukuna. As a massive pillar of light descends, huge chunks of debris starts to fly around. It says that unlike Yuta's domain where he could select the target, Angel's Jacob's ladder will hit everything in a wide area, including Yuji and Tudo, but somehow Sukuna is able to dodge an attack with a wide area of destruction, and use the debris around as a ladder to scale up, to reach Angel. The question is, how in the world did Sukuna do that? I mean, in the first place, he's right under Angel, in the perfect position, but somehow is using the debris around the Jacob's ladder to climb up. Because if he's right underneath receiving the attack, he won't be able to move, let alone climb all the way to the top. Man, something fishy is going on around here. As Sukuna reaches the top, ready to attack, Hana tells Angel to fall back, but it's too late. Sukuna says that since both of them coexist in the same body, Angel is nothing but a strong curse technique in a weak shell, meaning that despite of Angel's strong curse technique, her body is not as durable, like Yuta or Tudo's body. That's made obvious of her losing one arm. That made her attack less powerful than the first time she used it on Sukuna. Sukuna adds that before his soul is torn out from Megumi's body, he's going to end Angel's life, as Sukuna unleashes a black flash. Just in the nick of time, Tudo jumps in and tanks the attack. Dang, Tudo is a freaking menace to Sukuna. Sukuna compliments him that is a sorcerer to the very end, and sends both Tudo and Angel crashing through two buildings, as the two lays motionless. Sukuna thinks that both of them are now out of commission and that he can end Angel later. Right now the only one that's left is Yuji, but as he says Yuji's name, he's surprised to see our boy besides him, ready to attack. It's revealed that Yuji used the same ladder that Sukuna used to reach the top, that's despite of the light burning him. Yuji lands a devastating punch right on Sukuna's pretty face, but it does not end there. Our boy then grabs both of Sukuna's feet, and slams him through a whole freaking building. From the top floor to the bottom. Yuji follows it up with a dismantle, but misses, as Sukuna counters with punch from one of his damaged arm, catching our boy surprised. It's revealed that because of unleashing a black flash to Tudo, the King of Curses has regained his reverse curse technique, healing all of his damaged arms. Sukuna says that there's no need to make risky moves like Goju Satoru was forced to do, because it's obvious that with 4 arms versus Yuji with just 2, it's clear that there's no way of Yuji beating Sukuna in a hand-to-hand fight. As Sukuna punches Yuji on the face, dropping him to the ground, Sukuna says that all he needs to do is wait for his curse technique to recover, and Yuji would be of no threat to his life. Boy oh boy, I think Sukuna is gonna eat his words. Yuji uses his dismantle to collapse the floor, and tries to land a dismantle on Sukuna, but the king casually evades. Sukuna says that Yuji's dismantle only targets the barrier between Sukuna and Megumi's souls, and it's only lethal to an incarnate like himself and Angel. As he continues his beat down on Yuji, Sukuna adds that if Yuji's attacks does not hit him, then it's meaningless, but suddenly feels an eerie feeling, like something is about to happen. In a flashback to when Joga trapped Yuji and Gojo in his domain, Yuji remembers what his teacher said back then. Gojo explains that domain expansion expends a ton of curse energy, like on a video game where you need to use a lot of mana or energy to activate a special skill, but it has its merits. First is it has a boost due to the change in the environment, like a buff on video games, and the other is that whatever the user's technique is guaranteed to hit inside his domain, as we see our boy forming a hand sign for an activation of a domain expansion. Man, this is it. It's revealed that Yuji has learned the fundamentals of a barrier technique, through his switch training with Kusakabe. Sukuna wakes from a seemingly deep sleep in a train station, back to his human form with Yuji's body, as Yuji says let's go. Man, this is the most awaited domain expansion of all time, based on Sukuna's words earlier that Yuji's technique is only lethal to an incarnate like himself, then being inside Yuji's domain expansion where there's no need for Yuji to hit Sukuna, because of its guaranteed sure hit effect. It's basically a danger zone for Sukuna. Man, I think the only thing that can save the King of Curses now is a massive plot armor. That's up guys. For more JJK updates, hit like, share, follow, and subscribe. Thank you, winky face.